Did you know your cat could become healthier, happier, and more active just by adding a few drops to their water bowl? Most owners don't realize simple ingredients can transform their cat in just days. Better digestion, shinier coat, higher energy, and calmer behavior. So here are the simple things you should start adding today. And don't forget to follow the rotation plan in this video for the best results. Number 1. Cooled green tea. You drink it every morning for your own health, and your cat needs it just as much as you do. 2 tablespoons of plain brewed green tea, cooled completely, added to the water bowl 3 times a week. The catechins inside, specifically EGCG, neutralize free radicals, quietly aging your cat's cells every single day. But the coat benefit is only half the story. Green tea also contains L-theanine, a natural compound that promotes calm without sedation. For cats who hide, overgroom, or startle at everything, that anxiety has a biological root. L-theanine addresses it directly, through the water bowl, every single time they drink. 2 tablespoons, 3 times a week. Calm cells, calm cat, and it costs you nothing extra. Number 2. Raw apple cider vinegar. 1 drop, not a teaspoon, not a capful, 1 single drop. And the owners who finally try this cannot believe the difference 1 drop actually makes. Raw apple cider vinegar with the mother shifts the water's pH. So beneficial bacteria thrive and harmful strains physically cannot survive. The part that stops people cold, urinary crystals form in alkaline environments. That 1 drop changes the environment entirely, 3 times a week, consistently, quietly, before a single symptom ever appears. Your cat won't taste it. Their urinary tract will feel it. 1 drop, every other morning. Prevention hiding inside your kitchen cabinet this whole time. Number 3. Aloe vera water. Your vet has probably never mentioned this, and that silence might be costing your cat more than you realize. 1 teaspoon of pure food-grade aloe vera juice. Not gel, not topical, not the green bottle sitting in your bathroom. Stirred into the water bowl every single morning. The polysaccharides inside do something no supplement on a pet store shelf replicates. They coat the gut lining like a protective shield, reducing the chronic inflammation that kibble-fed cats carry every single day without showing a single outward symptom. The bloating, the reluctant eating, the low energy, all of it traces back to that inflamed gut lining. Within 48 hours of consistent use, cats with chronic digestive irritation show visible behavioral change, eating more eagerly, moving more comfortably, finishing the bowl instead of walking away. 48 hours, that's it. And the solution has been sitting in your home this whole time. 1 teaspoon every morning. Their gut has been waiting for this longer than you know. Number 4. Pure coconut water. Cats evolved in deserts. Their thirst drive is so weak that most domestic cats living on dry kibble are mildly dehydrated every single day. And that dehydration quietly destroys kidney function over years before a single symptom ever appears. No limping, no crying, no obvious sign, just silent, irreversible damage building inside the kidneys while you refill a plain water bowl and think everything is fine. 2 tablespoons of pure unsweetened coconut water. No sugar, no flavoring, check the label twice. Added to the bowl 3 times a week. It delivers potassium, magnesium, sodium, and calcium. The exact 5 electrolyte cells need to actually absorb and use the water they receive. A clinical review from the American Holistic Veterinary Medical Association described its electrolyte profile as directly comparable to veterinary oral rehydration fluids. Not a home remedy, not a trend. Clinical nutrition that costs less than $1 a week. 2 tablespoons, 3 times a week. Their kidneys have been asking for this for years. Number 5. Bone broth. When a cat stops eating after surgery, this is the first thing vets reach for. And you can use it every single morning for almost nothing. 2 tablespoons of unsalted, onion-free bone broth diluted directly into the water bowl, not poured over food, into the water. Because here is what changes everything. Scent is how cats decide whether something is worth consuming. A plain water bowl registers as nothing. Bone broth transforms that same bowl into something the brain physically cannot ignore. Cats who haven't shown interest in their water in months will drink immediately. But the smell is only the beginning. Underneath it, Every single sip carries collagen, glucosamine, and glycine, compounds that simultaneously rebuild joint cartilage, seal a damaged gut lining, and reduce systemic inflammation throughout the body. One addition, 3 systems supported, 2 tablespoons every morning, drinking more, moving better, eating eagerly, and it starts tomorrow, not next week. Number 6, turmeric water. The reason most owners try turmeric and give up is because they're making one critical mistake, and nobody ever corrects them before the damage is done. A micro pinch of turmeric, less than 1/8 of a teaspoon, must be dissolved in warm water first, then added to the bowl 3 times a week. Warm water. That step is not optional, not a suggestion. Skip it, and curcumin, the active compound doing all the work, settles at the bottom of the bowl completely unused while your cat drinks plain water thinking they're getting something. Done correctly, every single sip delivers curcumin directly into the bloodstream, blocking the exact inflammatory pathways driving joint stiffness, digestive irritation, and cellular damage simultaneously. By the time limping appears on the outside, inflammation has been building on the inside for a decade. A decade of silent damage, all because nobody told you about the warm water step. Micro pinch. Warm water first, 3 times a week. Inflammation interrupted before it ever becomes a diagnosis. Number 7, cooled chamomile tea. Every cat owner thinks their cat is just shy, just moody, just independent. But shyness, moodiness, hiding, those aren't personality traits. They're chronic stress signals. 2 tablespoons of plain brewed chamomile tea, cooled completely, added to the bowl twice a week. Chamomile contains apigenin, a flavonoid that binds to the exact same brain receptors targeted by anti-anxiety medication. Naturally, gently. Chronic stress suppresses immunity and accelerates aging in ways that surface years later as serious illness, long after the cause is forgotten. 2 tablespoons, twice a week. Stress leaving the body through the water bowl every single time they drink. Number 8, filtered lemon water. 1 drop. This one sounds too simple to be real. And that's exactly why millions of cat owners have never tried it. 1 drop of fresh lemon juice squeezed directly into the bowl every other morning. 1 drop. At that concentration, your cat cannot taste it. But citric acid gently acidifies the water, creating a urinary environment where crystal formation becomes significantly harder. Urinary crystals are among the most painful, most preventable conditions in domestic cats, especially males. Most owners never address it until their cat is already in agony. 1 drop prevents what medication later treats. Every other morning, 1 drop, the simplest urinary protection available, and it's already in your kitchen. Number 9, diluted cranberry juice. By the time a cat is crying at the litter box, the damage is already done. That's the conversation nobody wants to have. So let's have it now, before it happens. 1 teaspoon of pure unsweetened cranberry juice diluted in the full water bowl 3 times a week. Cranberry contains proanthocyanidins, compounds that physically prevent bacteria from adhering to urinary tract walls. No adhesion, no colonization, no infection. For male cats especially, whose narrow urethras make blockages life-threatening, this prevention is urgent, not optional. 1 teaspoon, 3 times a week. Protection working at the bacterial level before pain ever begins. Number 10, chilled cucumber water. 2 cucumber slices in a water bowl, and most people laugh until they understand what's actually dissolving into that water. 2 slices of fresh cucumber dropped into the bowl every morning, removed after 4 hours. Silica releases into the water as the cucumber sits, a trace mineral that supports connective tissue integrity in tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. Silica is almost entirely absent from commercial kibble. For cats who jump and land dozens of times daily, that connective tissue absorbs constant stress without support. Wear accumulates silently until mobility changes years later. 2 slices every morning, 4 hours maximum. The connective tissue supplement that's been sitting in your refrigerator this whole time. Number 11, zinc trace mineral water. Your cat's kibble bag lists zinc on the label and quietly fails to deliver it where it counts. 2 drops of food-grade liquid trace mineral supplement, pet formulated only, added to the water bowl 3 times a week. Zinc drives over 300 enzymatic reactions inside your cat's body. Immune cell production, wound healing, DNA repair, protein synthesis, all zinc dependent, all quietly underperforming when kibble zinc fails to absorb. Liquid minerals in water bypass that competition entirely, absorbing immediately through the gut lining. 2 drops, 3 times a week. The minerals the bag promises but the body never actually receives, finally delivered. Number 12, rose hip water. The owners who add this wish they had started the day they brought their cat home. And after hearing why, you'll understand exactly why. 1 teaspoon of cooled rose hip tea, fully strained, added to the bowl twice a week. Rose hips carry one of the highest natural vitamin C concentrations found in any plant, alongside lycopene, studied specifically for reducing cancer risk markers in mammals. The bioflavonoids amplify your cat's own antioxidant production beyond what their body generates alone. For aging cats, that amplified protection is the difference between cells that repair and cells that don't. 1 teaspoon, twice a week, cancer protection brewed quietly in a cup, and it costs almost nothing. Number 13, nettle leaf water. Your cat has been sneezing and scratching for months, and you've accepted it as normal. It isn't. 2 tablespoons of cooled nettle leaf tea, fully strained, added to the water bowl twice a week. Nettle contains natural antihistamine compounds that reduce the histamine response driving every allergy symptom, without the organ strain of pharmaceutical antihistamines, without the drowsiness, without the long-term side effects. It also carries iron that directly supports red blood cell production, critical for lethargic cats or those recovering from illness. 2 tablespoons, fully strained, twice a week. The allergy answer that's been growing in the ground this whole time, completely overlooked. Number 14, colloidal silver water. This is the one most vets will never bring up, and the owners who discover it wish they had started years earlier. 3 to 4 drops of food-grade colloidal silver added to the water bowl twice a week. Silver particles at safe concentrations disrupt the enzyme systems bacteria need to survive, cutting off their ability to function before infection ever establishes. For cats with recurring ear infections, skin flare-ups, or urinary tract issues, this is not treatment, it's prevention. And prevention is always the conversation that happens too late. Food grade only, never more than 4 drops. That line between 4 drops and 5 is the line between protective and harmful. Twice a week, bacteria stop before it starts. Number 15, marshmallow root water. 2 systems, 1 ingredient, half a teaspoon. That's the entire formula, and it surprises every owner who finally hears it. Marshmallow root powder dissolved in warm water, added to the bowl twice a week. The mucilage inside coats both the digestive tract and the urinary tract lining simultaneously, soothing inflammation that makes every litter box visit painful for cats with urinary sensitivity. Where slippery elm covers digestion alone, marshmallow root covers both at once. Warm water first, always. Cold water leaves it useless at the bottom. Half a teaspoon, twice a week. 2 systems protected with 1 addition that almost no one has ever considered. Number 17, diluted pomegranate juice. 1 teaspoon, that's the entire dose. And what that 1 teaspoon carries will genuinely surprise you. Pure unsweetened pomegranate juice, diluted in the full water bowl, added twice a week. Pomegranate contains punicalagins, one of the most potent antioxidant compounds identified in nutritional science, with an antioxidant capacity that exceeds both green tea and red wine by a significant margin. But the benefit most cat owners never hear about is the cardiovascular one. Punicalagins have been shown in multiple peer-reviewed studies to reduce arterial inflammation and support healthy blood pressure regulation in mammals. Heart disease is the second most common cause of death in domestic cats, and chronic arterial inflammation is the silent driver behind it. 1 teaspoon, twice a week, no added sugar, check the label twice, pure only. 1 teaspoon of pomegranate juice quietly protecting the heart that beats for you every single day. Number 18, raw goat milk, diluted. Every cat owner has heard that dairy destroys a cat's stomach, and for regular cow's milk, that's true. But goat milk is completely different, and the science behind why will change how you think about dairy forever. Goat milk contains smaller fat molecules and a different protein structure than cow's milk, one that the feline digestive system processes significantly more efficiently. It also contains naturally lower lactose levels, making it tolerable for most adult cats without the digestive chaos regular dairy causes. But here's what makes goat milk genuinely extraordinary. It carries a 2-beta-casein protein, selenium, and medium-chain fatty acids, compounds that simultaneously support gut health, immune function, and coat quality in ways no single supplement replicates. A 2019 review in the Journal of Dairy Science confirmed goat milk's superior digestibility compared to cow's milk across multiple mammalian species. 2 tablespoons diluted in the water bowl, 3 times a week. The dairy your cat's body was actually designed to handle, and nobody ever told you. Number 19. Plain cold water in a different room. No addition, no supplement, 0 cost, just fresh cold water, placed in a completely different location from where your cat eats. Your cat's water bowl is next to their food bowl right now, and cats are hardwired by 10,000 years of evolution to distrust water near a food source, because in the wild, water near a kill is contaminated by the carcass, so they avoid it. Every single day, silently becoming more dehydrated. Move the bowl to a different room tonight. Watch them drink. Their kidneys have been waiting for this moment. It costs nothing. It takes 10 seconds. It starts tonight. And it might be the single most important thing you do for your cat this entire year. You now know exactly what each addition does. But staring at 19 options every morning is not a routine. It's a problem. So here is the exact 7-day plan. Simple, sequenced, under 60 seconds every morning. Monday, bone broth plus coconut water. Foundation day, bone broth makes the bowl irresistible and floods the system with collagen and glucosamine. Coconut water delivers the 5 electrolytes that make every sip actually reach the cells. Monday sets the hydration foundation the entire week builds on. Tuesday, green tea plus apple cider vinegar. 2 tablespoons of cooled green tea alongside 1 single drop of raw apple cider vinegar. EGCG neutralizes free radicals, aging your cat's cells, while that 1 drop quietly shifts urinary pH, making crystal formation significantly harder. 2 systems protected in 60 seconds. Wednesday, chamomile tea plus aloe vera water, stress reset and gut repair day. Chamomile's apigenin calms the nervous system from the inside, while aloe vera's polysaccharides coat and protect the gut lining simultaneously. By Wednesday, your cat visibly settles. Thursday, cranberry juice plus marshmallow root, urinary protection day. Cranberry physically prevents bacterial adhesion to urinary tract walls, while marshmallow root soothes the lining simultaneously. For male cats especially, Thursday is the most critical day of the entire week. Friday, spirulina plus rose hip tea, nutrition density day. A micro pinch of spirulina delivers more concentrated nutrition than anything else in this rotation. Rose hip tea amplifies antioxidant activity that Tuesday started. End the week flooding the system with everything it needs. Saturday, nettle tea plus pomegranate juice. Allergy and heart day. Nettle's natural antihistamines calm the immune response, driving every allergy symptom. 1 teaspoon of pomegranate juice protects the heart with punicalagins, the most potent antioxidant compound in this entire rotation. Sunday, plain cold water, different room, no additions, rest day. 1 day every week where the body absorbs, processes, and consolidates everything the previous 6 days delivered. Move the bowl to the opposite end of the house. Watch them drink. Sunday does the quiet work that makes every other day matter. You watch this entire video because something about your cat is worrying you. Something feels off. The coat, the energy, the digestion, something. And that worry brought you here. So before you go, tell me exactly what it is. Come down to the comments right now and tell me which addition you are trying first tonight and what is the one thing about your cat that keeps you up at night. Because every single comment you leave down there is a cat that gets healthier tomorrow. Your cat is waiting. The bowl is empty. Go fill it.